So in this lesson, let's talk about some harmony and theory that really help us as guitar players to understand how the music works, why lines work, why scales work, where arpeggio works, and where licks come from. So a little bit of harmony and theory from the guitarist point of view doesn't hurt. In fact, it actually improves your playing when you actually know a little bit of this. Okay? So what we're going to talk about now is what we call harmonizing a major scale. And in doing this, we're going to understand where do chords come from, okay? And why do chords fit into a song, and why do chords fit into a key? Why can we play one scale over a whole bunch of chords and it just works, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this in the key of C. C is a straightforward key because it doesn't contain any sharps and flats. So if we look at our key of C, in the major scale of C, we have 7 unique notes, okay, which start at C. So we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then we resolve ourselves back to C. So if I take a C major scale, okay, there's our C major scale. We have our notes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C to start with and C to finish with. Now, those notes are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and they occur in a repeating order. Now, what I mean by that is the distance between the notes in the C major scale and any other major scale are exactly the same. So let's take a look at that. So let's take our first finger down on the first fret of the second string when we find our C note. If I then take that C note, we go up 2 frets, or a whole tone as it's called, up 2 frets, whole tone, we find D. We then go up another 2 frets, another whole tone, and we find the note E. Okay, so our first 3 notes in the major scale, C, D, E, are separated by 2 whole tones. We then go up 1 fret, a semitone, or a half tone, okay, and we find ourselves on the F note. So then we have C, D, E, F. We then go up another whole tone, 2 frets to the note G. Another 2 frets or a whole tone to the note A. Another 2 frets for a whole tone to the note B. Leaving ourselves a semitone or a half step or 1 fret to resolve to C. So we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C on 1 string. Now if you look at it that way, it's quite easy to see that we have between the first note and the second note we have 2 frets. Then we have another 2 frets, followed by 1 fret, followed by 2 frets, 2 frets, 2 frets, and 1 fret. So musically that's what we call a whole tone, a semitone, a whole tone, a whole tone, a whole tone, and a semitone. Okay, so that pattern repeats in every major scale. Okay, so you can take now any scale, any note on a string. Okay, let's take F. Okay, on the first fret of the high E string. Now, if we just replicate that pattern from F, 2 frets, 2 frets, 1 fret, 2 frets, 2 frets, 2 frets, 1 fret. We have the F major scale. So it doesn't matter that we don't know the notes in that scale, and we will do, we're going to get there, but to replicate an F major scale on 1 string, we just need to know that pattern. And you can take any note on the guitar and play that pattern of 2 whole tones, so whole tone, semitone, whole tone, whole tone, whole tone, semitone. Okay? So if you can think about that, get in the context of the C major scale, get used to the notes in the C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and recognize the distance between those notes, C to D being a whole tone, D to E being a whole tone, E to F being a semitone, F to G, whole tone, G to A, whole tone, A to B, whole tone, B to C to resolve the scale, semitone. So just start with that and recognize that, and then we'll build on that in our next lesson as well. Okay? Have fun. Thanks. Bye-bye.